working on some intros. That was not too bad. So anywho, tell me what you guys think of it. I mean, I don't care. I'm going to do what I want. But that was an awful arrogant thing to say. Anywho, let me know, don't let me know, whatever. Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. This is Dan the Man. We're doing a longevity episode today. We're looking at two of them. The Eleaf iStick Amnis and the Stan by Wellon. One's a pod, the other's a mouth-to-lung device. So let's go ahead and start with this. Let's start with the Eleaf iStick Amnis. I've always been a fan of Eleaf. I quit smoking with the iStick 30. Anyway, so yeah. They came out with temp control with the 40, iStick 40, which came out like a couple months after I started vaping. Anywho, I was able to quit with an Eleaf, so they have a special place in my heart. This device I didn't give that great of a review for. I'll post a link. Pretty much the lid came apart. Now, let me show you. You guys know, you've seen it, right? So you push this button, you find that arrow, you push the button, push the arrow, fill it up right there. The problem is the lid kept falling apart. That's where the drip tip will go. No, that's where the drip tip will go. And this is basically it. It just fell apart. It kept falling apart. I picked up a new one. That I can't remember. No, yeah, they sell you the whole thing. It was like $10. And I haven't had any issues with it. It's still a little loose, but it's inexpensive. It was $10. I got it on Eleaf's website. And if you live in the States, they have one for the States also. So shipping's a lot quicker. The coils aren't bad. I've been rocking this since I got this part back. It's been a couple months, and it's gone with me every time I left the house. I like it better than the pod system one because it's got decent coils in it that last at least 3 times as long as a pod does. I guess depending on what pod, right? But we're stacking it up against the Wellon, which pods last a pretty good time. Anywho, yeah, I recommend if it fell apart and you were mad about that, pick one of these up and you'll be glad you did. So that's the Eleaf iStick Amnis, my friends. Now with the Wellon, the Stan pod system by Wellon. Also, it's a pretty good piece of equipment. It's a pretty good pod. It's nice and light. The pods last a pretty good long while. They use ceramic, and I gotta tell you, I'm not a fan of ceramic coils. They burn up quicker, and the flavor is muted. I know a lot of people say it's not, but for me it is. I don't particularly like ceramic pods or any kind of ceramic coil for that matter. What happens is they embed either nichrome or canthal in the middle of the ceramic. Y'all have seen me break them open. Most of the time, that piece of metal, usually it's nichrome, and it'll go bad real quick. Like 4 to 5 pod fills. Like the Modi. that I reviewed, but this one doesn't do that. These pods, when they go bad, you can tell because they mute. The flavor's not horrendous like it normally is. Real burnt tasting, right? But there is something when these pods go bad that you gotta look out for. Okay, now this doesn't happen when they're still good, but you see that crack? Yeah, you see it. Also, it'll crack, the lids will crack. There's the one, and we're going out on that. Peace! I wanted to break in one more time and give y'all some prices that I totally forgot. The Amnis is going for like $15 right now. The coils are like 10 for 4 or 5. I can't quite remember. So very good price. The Wellon. Oh, by the way, if you want to get a new tank, it's the GS Drive. You can also get the GS Turbo and the GS Air 2. And it ranges anywhere from $10 to $12 or 10 to $15 for a new tank, which I recommend if you got one and your tank went to crap. Now for this one, these are going pretty inexpensive. You can only get them at Heaven's Gifts. That's the only place I could find it. And a 4-pack of pods is $3.75. And this was $10. So that's a really good price. That's that, my friends. Peace out.